Hey guys, welcome to another video, and yes, what you see on the screen and in the title is the iPhone 11. Now it's been 2 months that I got this device, and I've been waiting to maybe make a review on it, make some video on it, make actually a playlist of iOS devices, because I do plan on going to the entire Apple ecosystem and staying with these beautiful Android devices. You do have the K20 Pro and the Poco X2 over there. This one will be unlocked in a couple of days, and the F1 will be back as well. So today's video is about a new update which I have been using for the first 24 hours. I updated yesterday, and these are the things that I have noticed. I'm going to tell you a complete list of changelog that I have observed and things that have been fixed and not fixed. At the same time, I'll quickly go ahead and give you a very short review of what my first impressions are. But before we get into all of that, if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a video. In the description of each video, you will find a link to our Telegram community. Please go ahead and join us there for exclusive updates. And if you think the hard work is worth the effort, please click on the join button and support the channel. Now, without further ado, hello awesome people. Welcome to Smartphone Tutorials. My name is Kailash. Let's get going. First things first, let's actually go to settings over here, and let's go to general and go to about phone. You do see that this is 14.4 and the version number is 18D52. Now this is available for devices starting the iPhone 6s onwards. So if you have any phone which is the iPhone 6s, 7, 8, iPhone 10, 10s Max, 11, 11 Pro Max, 12, 12 Pro Max and stuff, all the devices have actually gotten this update. If you've still not received it, you can just go to software update and you can check over here. It will say that it's available if you've not updated. If you still are on 14.3 or earlier versions and you are still not getting the prompt, go to automatic updates. Okay, disable this feature and then check again. You should be getting that, because the good thing with Apple updates is they release the update, the same version for all the supported devices globally at the same time. That's something extremely beautiful. Now for me, this update was 337 megabytes because this is iPhone 11. I was already on 14.3. I had tried the 14.4 beta, and from now on this channel, whenever there is a new beta or a new stable that comes for iOS devices, there will be a video about that. So if you have an iOS device, please stay subscribed, because a lot of content related to PUBG on iPhone, how to install without VPN and stuff is coming your way. Getting back to the software update, for me it was 337 megabytes. But if you are on a very old version, or if you are on a different device, on different devices this update can vary in size. It can go all the way up to 5 gigabytes on the 12 Pro Max or any other device which is not updated recently. Now apart from this, Apple has also released iPadOS 14.4, watchOS 7.3, HomePodOS 14.4, Apple tvOS 14.4. The only thing that is pending is Big Sur 11.2 for Macs. I'm pretty sure that should be coming really quick. If you are on beta, just go to software settings. Just go to settings and uninstall the beta profile, and you should be able to roll back to a stable update without losing your data. Now the first striking thing, or the first good thing about this particular update, is it does come with a modem update which should improve connectivity for some devices. I don't have a list of specific devices which will get the modem update and where will you observe the connectivity improvements and stuff, but yes. Now another neat addition you will see is in the camera. Now you can go ahead and scan smaller QR code as well, like very small QR codes. That was not happening early on iPhones, but now this update is adding that feature, so that should be great. Now apart from this, if you actually go to settings and you go to sound and haptics, you do have a feature called headphone safety. Let's go ahead and check that out. Now this is not something that is introduced with this particular update. This has been there. It automatically reduces the sound to go ahead and make sure you don't get a loud sound all of a sudden to protect your ears and stuff like that. So what is actually introduced is, if you go to Bluetooth, okay, say you select a device, okay, now over here you can select the device type. You can select hearing aid. It will not change the volume for hearing aid, or car stereo, headphone. So that is another thing that is added over here. Now, another thing that, Apple have gone ahead and added, or you call it a feature or call it, I don't know why they did it, whatever, but now on the 12 series, on the Apple iPhone 12 series, if somebody swaps your camera for whatever reason, you install a new camera module, the software will give you a warning that the module is not original and stuff like that. So maybe that makes repairs even the more difficult, but that's just Apple for you. Now, the major feature that has been talked about a lot recently is about the HomePod. Every Apple iPhone which has a U1 chip, now it will seamlessly, transfer music as you go closer to the HomePod. Unfortunately, we don't have a HomePod to show you that, but phone calls and music will be transferred very, very seamlessly. In AirPods Max, yes, the 60,000 rupees AirPods Max earphones or headphones, whatever you want to call it, that have been released, you can now use Hey Siri or Hey whatever your keyword is to actually talk to the beautiful AI assistant. Okay, now moving on, you do have another addition for exposure notifications. I did try exposure notifications over here, but for some reason it shows that it is not available in our country. All right, but you have an option where it is supported to notify others automatically that you have been exposed or they have been exposed to you. So that's a good thing that they have done, especially in the times of this pandemic. Right now, apart from this, there is another neat feature that is added, that is tracking. Tracking can be stopped on applications like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. You will actually get a pop-up, but I don't think Apple have gone ahead and enabled it because I did not see that anywhere in the changelog. But ideally, as per the news, it is supposed to come with 14.4. Moving on, there is no mention of Xbox Series X or PS5 controller support for these devices, that is the iPhone. Some people have been able to connect the controllers, but there is no official comment by Apple at all. Now, if you remember iPhone 12, some devices were having a green tint issue, and it's unfortunate that if you own an iPhone 12 series, it's still not fixed. I really hope they fix it in the new beta. Moving on, in camera on iPhone 12 Pro specifically, when you were using HDR mode to click picture, you would get artifacts, so that has been fixed. So that is a good thing for iPhone 12 Pro users. Apart from this, the fitness widget which you can add over here was not updating real time. That should have been fixed. And the major thing that is very, very interesting is that the keyboard lag across the entire UI has been fixed. So I have been using it since yesterday and I have not observed any keyboard lag. So that is a really, really neat fix that they have applied. And moving on, if you use the messaging application in different languages, now you will not have any issues, because earlier there was an issue wherein the language might not be displayed correctly. So that is another fix that is come across in iOS 14.4. Now, one more glitch which was there in iOS 14.3 or earlier version was, if you under accessibility, if you do have switch control enabled, it will not allow you to go ahead and take calls from the lock screen. So seamlessly that has been fixed as well. And another neat and important thing is, as always, Apple is always top of the mark when it comes to security. There are a lot of security updates in this particular update as well. You can go ahead and check it on Apple's website or probably some changelog, because we don't really have the details on that. It's a long list basically. Now, talking about the practical parts, these were the things that I have noticed when it comes to the iPhone, specifically the 11, 12 series, which I have observed that has been changed. But the battery life for me, to be very honest, has been a little better compared to iOS 14.3. Let me just go to battery over here, and as you can see, the battery health is still 100% because the phone is less than 2 months old. But yeah, it's giving me better battery life compared to 14.3, so that is a good thing. I did check this particular update on iPhone 6s, and the performance on across all the devices is pretty decent. I would not say it has improved, but yeah, there is not much lag in lower end devices or older devices of Apple. So all in all, to sum it up, should you update to 14.4? You definitely should. The only hiccup that I observed was, when closing apps, sometimes I still see lag over here, which is very unusual for Apple devices. But all in all, this is an excellent update, and I would highly recommend you to go ahead and update it. There is nothing that should stop you from updating it. Although I am having the classic Bluetooth issues that I've been having from day one with this particular phone, that that is, if I connect my Noise Shots XO or my Bluetooth helmet and the music is paused, like there is no media playing, it will automatically connect, disconnect, connect, disconnect, connect, disconnect to that device. And Apple, as always, they only had one thing to say, that you're not using Apple certified accessory, so we can't do anything. It does that even with my sound bar. So I don't know if there ever will be a fix for that, but while music is playing, it's completely fine. So I'm a happy camper there, no problem at all. So all in all, 14.4 is a splendid update yet again by Apple. Go ahead and give it a try. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and stay tuned for a lot of Apple and Android content and speed test. Until the next one, this is Kailash signing off at Smartphone Tutorials. Keep smiling. Take care. Goodbye.
Thank you.